everyone. We are
LaChiMoLaLa.
LaChiMoLaLa. And as some of you know, in our ramp up to Camp LA in October, yes, we're going.
Yay!
We're trying to do a little highlight special of all the bands we're going to be seeing, and one of those is Kai.
Yay! Okay, so I know I know when we first started our EXO journey, I was like, I blame this on myself. I was like, you guys, we're gonna watch everything in chronological order, you know?
Ooh, that
Yeah.
is a hard ass.
Yeah, we are, but
But
but Kai has to jump the line because we definitely want to get familiar and acquainted with his music before we see him live in October. So, I mean, you guys can't blame us, right?
right. And I actually feel like we're very lucky because we got into the XOL thing before we got camp tickets. And then when we were looking at the list, we were like, oh, damn, Kai.
I
So it
know.
kind of all works out. It's serendipitous in a weird
Mm-hmm.
way.
Yeah. So we definitely want to hear all of his mini albums before we get to see him. But before we do, we definitely should watch some Kai content. So here we are. Here
Huzzah!
we are.
And we had a fabulous sub who put together a playlist for us that we are going to watch.
Yes, thank you so much, Les Music Fan. So, yeah, for putting this together for us. We really appreciate it.
Because we're still XOL newbies. We're still Kai newbies. So it's really great to have the fans tell us these are essential listening. You guys know better than us.
Yeah, 100%. You guys know much, much better than us. And I know some of you guys were concerned that we weren't going to watch the trailer or whatnot, but or conceptual trailer, I think. But you guys are in for a treat. So
I honestly have no idea. I just know a Les Music Fan put this together for us,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna watch whatever she says we should watch.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Can
Yeah.
we do this?
Yes, we will. But before we do, you guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue on with more EXO content.
Yes. Okay, so jumping ahead, here we are in Kai Nation. Get ready for it. This
Incarnation.
is, I don't know where that came from. Sorry.
Amazing.
This is Exoplanet number 5, EXplOration in Seoul. Confession.
Oh, what does
I'm
that even mean?
expecting something scandaloso. Let's see what happens. Ooh, it's going to be a stage performance. Awesome. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Black tuxedo.
Yeah, I just wanna know your time for confession. Time for confession. Put yourself up, it's your time for confession. Need your confession, need your confession. Just tell me your name, tell me your
I wonder if this is a solo track.
I know, right?
time for confession. 긴장감은 녹여, need your confession. Need your confession. 목소리를 낮춰, time for confession. 예측할 수 없게 치밀한 poker face. 온몸에 잡힌 우아한 자태.
I love something where we get to see him rap and sing.
Yeah.
네 거짓말 대신 좀 더 확실한 진실 너의 이것 속 잠긴 필요 없는 것을 take off 나를 감도는 feeling 좀 더 깊숙한 비밀 전부 내게 confess it yeah I just wanna know your time for confession
Ooh.
put yourself up it's your time for confession need your confession need your confession just tell me your name
crowd going wild.
I love like the posse behind him. So cute. Threw his hat.
Oh.
Dance break.
Oh. Did he just throw his mic?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
he
checking.
did, girl. That's why I was like, whoa.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Yep, jacket's coming off. I knew that would happen. I knew it would happen.
The camera is like focusing on his abs. Oh my.
I'm like, should I? Shouldn't I? Should I?
What?
Those hats are fake, right?
I have no idea.
Maybe they're not.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
The
What?
cameraman has a lot to explain for us.
What just happened?
I
Okay, first off, I thought I was gonna, I mean, I
I don't have any words, so go ahead.
I mean, the words won't come out.
Wow. I mean, we've already seen some behind the scenes of Kai, so we know he's like a giant teddy bear marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
It's still, I'm still not able to process when he's on stage because he's like Don Juan times 100. Like sexy AF, giving you all the vibes, snarling, tongue in the cheek. Like, what? What is happening right now?
I know.
How can someone be so hot and yet so awkward off screen? You know what I mean? Like, the duality here is so crazy. But when he's on stage, I mean, he turns it up. He's on fire and you can't put it out.
Yeah, it's true. The XOLs call him Zhangjin. I think that's his actual name. And
By the way, I'm sorry. I just want to say I love how fans, like, the more of a hardcore fan that you are, the more you're like, oh, I'll call you by your real name. I'll call you by the name your mama gave you.
I know.
It's just, I find it really adorable.
It's so cute. Yeah, so they would call him that as, like his actual like cute self, and then Kai on stage, which makes sense. It's a duality.
And Kai is
On fire.
something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
I said it during the video, but I really love that he's such an all-rounder. I mean, we know I don't think people will be too upset when I say we know he's practically the best dancer in this group.
yeah.
Like, literally has trained his whole life to be a professional dancer.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
yet he has a gorgeous voice. And
Yeah.
yet he can rap. Like,
Yeah.
these are not three things people can do all at
No.
once.
No.
So it's very much like he feels like a prodigy. You know what I mean? Like, he does a little bit of everything, and it just, I mean, dance sears your soul, but he's so good at the other stuff too. It's crazy.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. He is definitely a prodigy, I feel like. He's definitely a diamond in the rough for sure,
Just
he
rough enough.
yeah. Oh my.
Sorry,
Oh
that's one of my
my.
Bethisms. Deal with it.
Yeah, but he's definitely a diamond in the rough, and he he could do it all. You know, that's my first time listening to him rap, actually. Minus the little snippets of like what we saw in the guide, but this is watching full in its full entirety, you know, the
Like full
performance.
performance mode.
Yeah, which is like really, really awesome, you know? And then we see him singing, and then we see him dancing. So, I mean, triple threat, triple threat. And so, and I'm going to even push the envelope even further and say that he's actually one of the best dancers in the world,
Yeah.
please. You know,
Probably in all of K-pop, and I'm pretty sure that's well documented.
yeah, yeah.
And
So
I mean, I'm saying that as an extra level because to me, K-pop has the best dancers in the world.
it's true. Yeah, I think so.
Nobody dances like K-pop dancers, and he's like, I would put him on the same plane as like a principal at the New York Ballet, like same energy.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, totally, totally love that performance. It was
Yes.
great. Like,
Do you think we're gonna see something like that?
I think so. Yeah.
So exciting.
I know. I know.
Next up we have something called Film Kai, film semicolon Kai.
All right.
Which I think is like a prequel to right?
Sure.
Who knows? Les Music Fan knows. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I just feel like this is like before his first, big single, and it's like going to be a mood setter, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so too.
All right, let's check it out. This
Let's like.
is Film Kai. Wow. First mini album. What?
Okay, he already looks adorable in suspenders, please.
You have a suspender thing.
I do. Not that I noticed or anything. Oh, this looks really cool. Ugh, his voice.
Yeah, I like the sound of this a lot.
Ugh.
It's like a smooth sweetness.
Yeah. He's like fondue.
Ooh. That shadow is so creepy. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is the sampler.
Yeah, it definitely is. It has to be.
Oh my gosh. His pin curls. I love it.
Right? Oh my gosh. What?
I love that he is a female dancer.
Right. Yes. Oh, the way he moves, like, please. In a crop top. He looks great.
It's like so sensuous.
Yeah. I like this beat too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Woo! Oh my gosh, I love that transition.
It's good, right?
Ugh, I need that jacket.
That jacket is awesome.
Yes, I need it.
Oh gosh.
Do we need what's under it? Maybe.
I like this song already.
I think I've heard this. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Devastating.
Oh, another good transition.
So cool.
Oh my gosh, what?
It's like everything coming together.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, he looks like ridiculously angelic.
Wow.
How can he dance in a corset?
I don't know, because it's effing hard. Ooh, I love that.
Oh my gosh.
I love that
I
it's
love it.
female. Whoa.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that song sounds really good too.
Yes. This is a lot of songs for a mini.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like this.
Baby, I like it.
Ooh.
I really like this.
Mm-hmm.
Always be there. Always be there. Oh, tonight we ride all time.
Ooh.
Wow. Ugh.
Wow. Well, sorry guys. The reason I put the cursor up early is because I assumed after 4 songs we would be done.
Yeah.
But there's like 6 or 7, right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. So maybe they define in their contract like their mini album as being like, I don't know, 6, you know? So instead of being
Which
a
I don't
full
mind. And
album.
there's plenty of minis that are 6. It's just, I don't know. The first 4 were so epic. I just assumed it would be over after
I
that.
know. I know.
So, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I can see why people must have been really excited. And, you know, it's not just about the visual with him. There's the gorgeous instrumentals, his beautiful voice. Like,
Hmm.
ugh, it's like layer upon layer of yumminess.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it makes like I haven't listened to any of the Kai music because I'm saving it all for
I've
this, you
only heard
know?
Peaches, and it was a long
So,
time ago. It wasn't recent.
yeah, I think for me too, I heard Peaches like a long time ago,
Like before I
maybe.
even knew what EXO was.
Yeah, or Kai was yeah, part of
Yeah,
EXO, you know, like but in terms of this mini album, you know, it makes me very interested into hearing his mini album in its entirety, you
yeah,
know. They all sound so fantastic, you know, and I felt like each song we were both like, ooh, or oh, we like this beat, or
right.
ooh, ah,
And
you
there's like
know?
a timelessness to them. They don't feel dated. I mean, obviously this isn't from last year.
Yeah.
But they don't feel like they're not going too much with the fads. So they have got that like timeless quality about the like the sonic version. Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it just made me really, really excited to listen to it.
Yeah, yeah, same here. Ah, all right.
Hey, so the next thing we have is film Kai commentary. So I assume this is going to be him watching the promo, giving us a little tidbits behind the scenes, that sort of thing.
Oh, we love this stuff.
But yeah, which is like our number one thing. Guys,
Hmm.
we love behind the scenes. That's our jam.
Yeah,
And also just look at his cute little
I
face.
know. He has like the perfect hair and everything.
He's such a marshmallow. It's so
He
cute.
is. He is.
Okay, let's see what I'm seeing a lot of bears under here. So let's see what Kai Bear
Yes.
says about his mini. Here we go.
Hi, Bear. Yes.
카이입니다.
Oh my gosh.
네, 오늘은 무슨 일로 또 찾아왔냐면요. 여기 보이시죠? 여기 이제 노트북이 한 대 있는데요. 지금 여기에는 필름 카이가 들어있습니다. 네, 그래서 오늘은 제가 직접 필름 카이를 보면서 리액션과 함께
Yay.
제가
아,
여러분들에게
yay.
I
들려드리고
love
싶은
reaction
얘기
videos by the
아니면
stars
뭐
themselves.
비하인드
It's so cute.
얘기해 보려고 오늘 또 찾아왔습니다. 바로 가볼까요?
네.
네, 일단 굉장히 긴장이 됩니다. 지금 사실 한 번 봤지만 오늘 또 리액션 찍는다고 해가지고 두 번은 안 봤어요. 틀어보도록 하겠습니다.
So
제가 5곡의
extra.
춤을 준비하고 음까지 해서 6곡 준비했는데
Six?
나오네요. 네, 처음에 이제 모든 그런 컷들이 교차되면서 나오고 준비가 된 카이가 뒤로 돌아보면서 시작을 합니다. 욕조에 누웠습니다. 욕조에 누웠어요. 여기 보시면 제가 구찌 앰버서더잖아요. 그래가지고 구찌 아이템이 되게 많아요. 멋있다.
I love all these tidbits that he's telling us.
이게 여러분들이 다 CG인 줄 아시더라고요. 근데 CG가 아니에요. 이건 실제로 연기에다가
야.
빔 프로젝트를 써서 직접 촬영한 겁니다.
Amazing.
간단하게 말씀드리면 모든 곡마다 이야기가 있는데 하나의 흐름으로 이렇게 가시면 된다고 생각을 하시면 되고, 전체적인 내용은 종인이가 카이를 통해서 하고 싶은 얘기를 담았고요. 첫 번째 같은 경우에는
that's
이제
cute.
제 방에서, 제가 편한 방에서 쏘아져 있는 또 다른 카이와 제가 춤을 추는 장면인데, 제가 이제 평상시에 무대를 하기 전에 영감을 얻고 어떻게 무대를 생각을 하고 느낌이 오는지 이런 걸 약간 표현을 했어요. 그리고 이 리즌 같은 경우에는 제가 세상에 하고 싶은 얘기 약간 이런 걸 담아봤어요. 멋있어.
So cute.
개인적으로 리즌이라는 곡도 정말 좋아합니다. 헬로 스트레인저도 정말 좋아하고 다 좋아하는 것 같네요. 레스토랑에서 이제 사람들이 이제 밥을 먹고 얘기를 하잖아요. 이걸 약간 어떻게 풀었냐면, 각자 이제 레스토랑에서 가면 이제 각자 테이블을 보면 서로만의 얘기를 하고, 같은 공간에 있지만 각자 다른 얘기를 하잖아요. 뭔가 이렇게 얘기를 하고 같이 섞여보려고 하는데 계속 밥을 먹으면서 저를 신경 쓰지 않고 각자 할 얘기만 하고 보고 싶은 것만 보는, 약간 그런 게 지금 담겨져 있고, 그 속에서 나는 나의 퍼포먼스를 보여주겠다, 나의 모습을 보여주겠다, 약간 이런 포부를 담고 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 이런 장면, 제가 이제 복면을 쓰고 이렇게 춤추는 것도 훔치겠다, 마음을 훔치겠다, 약간 이런 것도 담겨져 있는 것 같고요. 그래서 의상 같은 경우에도 신경을 되게 많이 썼는데 레스토랑에 어울리는 듯한 약간 옛날에 빈티지한 그런 느낌을 갖고 가면서 처음엔 춤을 시작하지만 중간에는 힙한 그런 옷을 입고 춤을 추잖아요. 그런 것도 다 약간 신경을 쓰고 내용을 좀 다르게 보여드리려고 그렇게 일부러 의도해서 입었습니다. 암네시아. 근데 진짜 추웠어요. 진짜 막 덜덜 암네시아 같은 경우에는 기찻길이 있잖아요. 기찻길. 제가 이때까지 걸어왔던 길, 그 앞으로의 뭔가 무언가
Oh,
이런 걸
cool.
담고 있고요. 기본적으로 처음에 보시면 이렇게 기찻길에서 돌아왔던 길을 다시 돌아보기도 하고, 그리고 앞으로 가는 길을 보면서 떨려하면서 설레도 하고 걱정도 있는 약간 그런 감정들을 좀 볼 수 있을 것 같아요. 추워. 저때 바지가
So cute.
구름이 많은 바지였는데 저게 막 2m, 3m 길이에요. 그래가지고 계속 올리면서 갑자기 생각이 나네요. 이제 외롭게 혼자 추잖아요. 아무도 없는 길에서. 대중들의 뭐 기대 속에서 제가 고민을 하고 뭐 제 자신을 표현하겠다 이런 의미도 담겨 있는 것 같아요. 그리고 음이 나오죠. 정말 좋네요, 노래. 이게 합성이 이렇게 잘 될 줄 몰랐어요. 뭐 계속, 와. 약간 뭔가 액자 속에서 다음 액자 이렇게 계속 들어가는 느낌이어서 정말 좋은 것 같아요. 제가 액자를 굉장히 좋아하는데 액자가 이제 뭔가 담고 있잖아요. 근데 그 안에 이제 제 각각의 퍼포먼스가 담겨져 있어서 너무 좋은 것 같고요. 그리고 이제 제 능력이 순간이동이잖아요. 제 근본. 10년간 해왔던 게 순간이동인데
So
이제
cute.
그 순간이동을 이용해서 공간을 넘나들면서 저만의 퍼포먼스를 보여드리겠다. 저만의 뭐 이미지를 보여드리겠다. 이런 의미를 담고 있습니다. 그래서 이제 바로 다음 곡이 Nothing on Me인데 이때 진짜 예뻤어요, 하늘이. 한쪽은 달이 나왔고 한쪽은 태양이 지고 있었는데 그 중간의 시간에 제가 이런 약간 오묘한 춤을 추는 게 정말 기분이 좋았어요. 그리고 이 중간중간에 달도 비추고 하지만 저기에는 태양이 지는 걸 일부러 담았어요. 거울이 제 내면이라고 생각을 하고 현실에서는 이제 태양이 지고 있지만 저 내면에는 달이 비춰져 있고 약간 이중적이죠. 그리고
I love
이때
that.
Yeah,
삼겹살
that's a cool,
흰백의
like,
옷을 입었었는데
juxtaposition.
하얀색 옷을 입었냐면 이 바닥에 다 흙이고 더럽잖아요. 근데 이제 그 흰 옷을 입고 춤을 추면서 약간 더럽혀지고 각종 뭐 여러 가지 시련 이런 것들을 겪고 약간 이런 것들을 좀
Oh,
표현하고
that's so deep.
싶어가지고 그런 옷을 입었어요.
Wow.
Wow.
그래서 이거는 좀 감정을 여러분들께 보여주고 싶어가지고 원테이크를 많이 썼어요.
Yeah, they did go on for a long time.
제가 목을 잡으려고 하지만 오히려 반대로 잡히고, 그리고 이때 약간 포인트가 있는데 목을 잡히고 뒤돌았을 때 제가 눈을 감아요. 뭐 여러 가지 뜻이 있습니다. 이것도 각자 해석하기 나름이지만 짧게 나오네요. 제 내면도 보고 뭐 약간 그런 것들이. 그리고 이제 다시 내면으로 들어와서 빨간색 옷을 입고 강렬하게 춤을 춥니다. 이때 개인적으로 굉장히 좋아하는데 이 장면을 이 댄서분들이 굉장히 아름답고 좀 멋있게 표현해 주신 것 같아가지고 굉장히 마음에 드는 파트예요. 그리고 이제 마지막 라이올다이 장면인데요. 네, 이거는 이제 모든 고민, 고난, 뭐 이런 역경 이런 것들을 다 이겨내고 카이의 마지막 퍼포먼스가 이제 펼쳐지잖아요. 이런 것들을 통해 제가 무대로 오른다. 약간 이런 걸 표현하고 있고요. 이걸 보시면 처음과 이어져요. 그래서 제가 헬로 스트레인저 안에 있는 그 제 내면과 함께 춤을 추잖아요. 이 의상을 입고 거기에 나타나는데 그게 무슨 뜻이냐면 그 헬로 스트레인저 집안에서 고민을 하던 카이가 상상을 하는 거예요. 마음속으로. 내가 무대를 쓰면 어떻게 설까? 어떤 이미지를 그리지? 이런 거를 제 머릿속으로 상상을 하는데 계속 고민하고 영감을 받다가 결과적으로 이렇게 진짜 현실로 무대에 만들어진다. 약간 이런 과정도 이런 약간 의미도 섞여 있습니다. 네. 이때 중간에 모자를 던지는데 잘 던지기가 정말 힘들었어요. 여기서 베스트를 벗고 넥타이를 벗으면 헬로 스트레인저 의상이랑 비슷해요. 그래서 이제 약간 무대가 끝마치고 무대를 정리하고 난 뒤의 모습이 나오거든요. 그래서 이제 상상을 하시라고 약간 여백의 미처럼 이렇게 남겨놓은 건데 다시 이제 무한 루프처럼 이걸 끝나고 다시 집에 들어가서 반복이 되는 약간 그런 것도 담고 있어요. 굉장히 많은 것들을 담고 있는데 제가 지금 말을 잘 못하겠네요.
I think that was pretty good.
네,
I
이렇게
know.
끝났습니다. 이거를 제가 기억하기로는 준비만 진짜 오래 했고 이 프로덕션 팀이랑 같이 회의를 하고 저는 평상시에 어떤 감정을 느끼고 어떤 식으로 퍼포먼스를 표현했으면 좋겠고 이런 거에 대해서 굉장히 많은 회의를 통해서 만들었었고요. 굉장히 공을 들여서 작업을 했고요. 물론 이게 제 솔로의 뭐 프로모션 일환으로 보실 수도 있겠지만 저를 봐주시는 이 많은 분들에게 하고 싶은 얘기를 담았고 또 엑소 L에게는 선물 같은 그런 비디오가 됐으면 좋겠어서 제가 굉장히 오랜 시간 고민을 하고 이 비디오에 많은 걸 담았던 것 같아요. 이것뿐만 아니라 어떠한 작품이 생각나게끔 일부러 연출한 것도 있고요. 그리고 제가 오늘 얘기한 것뿐만 아니라 굉장히 많은 게 담겨져 있거든요. 여러분들이 얘기한 게 맞다 아니다 이런 얘기도 하면 정말 재밌을 것 같아요. 그래서 오늘 같은 경우에는 이제 리액션과 함께 간략하게 이제 필름 카이를 소개해봤는데 저에게는 이 영상이 단순히 퍼포먼스 영상이 아니라 앞으로 이제 카이 솔로를 보여드릴 뭔가 아이덴티티가 될 것 같기도 하고요. 그러면서 또 이제 저에게는 선물 같은 시간이었던 것 같아요. 그래서 이 비디오를 보면서 여러분들도 저에 대해서 생각을 많이 해주셨으면 좋겠고 저 역시도 이 비디오를 보면서 이때를 생각나게 할 것 같아요. 네, 그래서 정말 소중한 영상입니다. 여러분 많이 즐겨주세요. 또 찾아올 예정이니까 기다려주시고요. 다음 영상에서
Oh.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Okay, yeah, that was my question. Like he was very, very, very detailed in like explaining all the different scenes in every single song
And the
and
different
snippets.
emotions and moods that they're supposed to
hmm
evoke. Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if he has a hand in this. Obviously he does, you know, because this is like all of his feelings and stuff like that. Like he just confirmed it right there. Because
Which I
it's
love.
way
I
it's
love that he's that involved.
yeah, because it's really way, way too detailed for him not to be involved. You know what I mean? So kudos to
And
him.
the fact that he even said you'll see references to other songs. So I'm sure XOL's, there's like some Easter eggs in there that they can see that we can't.
Yeah, yeah, especially for us newcomers coming in. And I love the fact that he even incorporated like his power of teleportation, like
Yeah.
actually in here as well. So
He
then
doesn't
that's really
need to. It's
cool.
like a whole other thing.
Yeah, you know, but he does anyways, which is like
Mhm.
really cool, like trying to connect the whole universe together, which is really, really awesome.
And I also love how much he pointed out that like one thing feeds into another, that they worked really hard on the details, that anything you see where you're like, is that for this? Yeah, it probably is. Like there's nothing but breadcrumbs. Follow those breadcrumbs, you know where they go.
Yeah.
Which I think is really, really cool. And you and I both really love when an artist is very involved creatively. They don't
hmm
have to be, but then we know this is the Kai wants to show us. It's
hmm
not the Kai maybe SM Town wants to show us.
hmm
Probably part of it is,
hmm
but the fact that he's had such a hand in it makes me feel more sure that it's closer to the authentic self he wants to present.
It makes it a lot more special and more connected with XLLs, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like saying, you guys, this is like the real me that I want to represent to you
Mhm.
guys, you know, and I hope you guys like it, you know?
It almost feels like now we're better acquainted with this idea, but it's like it's like a prequel or it's a side story in the same universe.
Yeah.
Like it's in XOL land, it's in XOL's universe, but it's a tangent, it's a background, it's slightly different because it's only focusing on him.
Yeah. It's kind of like I know this is weird. So this is like using the analogy of the Avengers, you know, they have like their side stories like Iron Man, you know, and they have their own movies, Iron Man, Hulk, and then you have that whole movie which is like Avengers where they all come together. So it's really cool. So it's kind of like the reverse here where like there's
Mhm.
EXO and then they split off to their solos, you know,
Yeah.
and
And
you know,
it still informs the universe,
mm-hmm.
but it's different.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. Like
Yeah.
I love how he has so much like you mentioned like he has so much like detail in here and so much say in it and it really it's really fun to watch all this stuff. Like I would have not known like all these minutia details that he
Yeah.
just had mentioned. I'm like what? Like,
I feel like he could have
okay.
talked for half an hour. This is the edited version of what he said. And
Yeah.
also, I feel a little bad for being so thirsty when his abs were out because he's like, it was so cold, guys. It was so cold. And I was like,
I
way to make
feel
me feel bad, Kai.
I
I don't want you to be cold.
yeah, I feel like whenever they film, it's always like at 3 o'clock in the morning
Right.
because like just to be away from the public, you know, like especially like train tracks and stuff like that, you
And
know,
if you
like
wanted
yeah.
to keep this a secret, how do you keep it a secret unless you film like in the dead of night?
Yeah,
I mean,
like
he already has a ginormous fandom behind him.
yeah. So you have to film at a very odd hour,
No,
you know,
no.
to avoid all the looky-loos and stuff like that, you
And that
know.
means it's cold. It's cold for your abs.
It's super cold.
Okay, the last thing we have is his actual music video for which I'm very excited about. Although you and I are always joking around, but not about how we're B-side girls.
Hmm.
So there were a lot of other tracks on there that I'm very excited to listen to.
Hmm.
But also sounds super good. But
Yeah.
I just want to say, guys, we're gonna listen to the whole thing at some point. Don't
Yeah.
worry,
Yeah.
because that is 100% our jam.
Yes.
But this has 123.6 million views. Damn.
123. That is amazing.
For a solo artist, that is incredible. For any
Yes.
artist, for a
Yeah.
band, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So it
Amazing.
just goes to show how much people were excited and wanted to support him. So I'm looking forward to so much. We got a glimpse of the music and we know he's a spectacular performer.
Yeah.
So without further ado, this is Kai. Mm.
내가 너무 나빠서 네 맘을
Ooh.
전부 빼앗고 싶어져 don't you worry 어느새 네가 내 세상을 가진 걸
I love how he looks at the camera.
숨을 내쉬고 뱉어
Yeah, it's nice how he connects with the audience.
He's using his powers, teleportation.
내 품에 놀라 날라 다른 생각은 하지 마 I said
Please. Wow.
You know, this is 100% your jam.
서면 도는 jasmine is kind of familiar 너도 이게 잘못일지 궁금해 내가 너무 나빠서 네 맘을 전부 빼앗고 싶어져 don't you worry 아마도 네가 이 세상을 전부 가진
Again, I love the use of co-ed dancers.
숨을 내쉬고 뱉어 like 경계를 넘어서 like 내 품에 놀라 날 like 다른 생각은 하지 마 I said I said 그들의 질투가 네 몸을 떨게 만들어
Excuse me.
That's not your 그냥 내게 안겨 원하면 날 맘가줘
Oh my gosh, water dancing.
Kryptonite.
Oh my gosh. Snarl. Oh, his voice is beautiful.
Yeah. Teleportation.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Yeah. What a great effect. Wow. Wait, sorry. It feels like there's something extra at the end. Hold on. This is very Marvel.
Yes. Okay, what does that even mean? I was like, what?
I feel like if we were, XOLs for longer, we would
I
understand.
know. I'm like, what does that mean? You guys tell us.
You'll tell us. Let's start off with the song.
Ugh.
Super catchy, super
hook.
sultry.
Yes.
In case you guys don't know, Tammy is a huge R&B fan. So I feel like you were like, like this is like 1000% the kind of music you are into, right?
Yeah.
I know. This is like all for you. I mean, I like it too. I really do like it. I thought it was sexy and sultry, and it was interesting because I trained as a professional singer, so it's interesting to hear like the range that he uses. He didn't have to go crazy. It's not, you don't need a Mariah Carey for octaves to make something intimate and sensual. And I would say intimate and sensual are the two things I thought of when I was listening to this track.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Tammy, tell us everything you're thinking.
Yeah. Such a great song. I love the I love the hook. The hook was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And it's interesting, there aren't a lot of choruses that are basically no words.
Yeah.
And yet the predominant thing of this chorus is just that moaning kind of, which can be taken a lot of ways, but in this way I feel like is satisfactory. So again, just very like, like that's not a sound you hear people making unless you're around them in intimate moments. So oh my gosh, yes. Where's your fan?
I know.
I'm not trying to make it this hard for you. I'm just saying my opinion. I'm intentionally getting you extra flushed.
Yes. Yeah, this song is okay. Pull it together, girl. Yeah, it's really good. Like yes, I can. Thank you so much. I think I can. I'm not sure. But yeah, this song is very, very memorable. Like obviously this really sets the mood for stuff. But sensual is the perfect word, and intimate is also the perfect word. Saucy.
Yeah, there's something about it's like sultry. There's no belting at any point. There's no like, get ready, here am I, like showing off my vocal prowess. It's kind of like, I have a good voice, don't you?
Yeah.
I know you do.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, he
ugh.
didn't need it. He didn't need to belt, like
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. And I really respect that. It honestly, it reminds me of, when a chef makes the most simple thing for you,
Oh
but
my
simple has
gosh.
to be perfect. And
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what this reminded me of. It's not about all the bells and whistles, about all the like vocal, gymnastics you can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a mood, it's about a feeling, and
Mm-hmm.
it's there and you can do it in 4 notes. So why bother doing anything else?
Yeah. And so this is I love seeing this side to Kai, not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Yeah. So
It
um
definitely feels like you can see how it's a different side of him than we've seen in EXO because he's basically the second youngest, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And in this, you wouldn't accuse him of being young. This
No,
feels
no.
like he knows a lot of things.
Yes, he does.
And he's about to show you. And you're just like, yowzers. Like,
Where's my fan?
again, where's your
Where's
fan?
my fan?
It just feels like this feels like a very grown up sentiment from maybe someone who, if you're an XO, you've literally watched grow for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, hey guys, recognize
Mm-hmm.
full-blooded man here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. Sorry.
Oh, girl,
I'm so flustered right now. Like, I
you
don't know.
are. It has everything you like. R&B, too much dancing, and by too much I mean just enough.
Um.
Okay, so the song's great. Let's all agree we love the song. Now let's move on to something that'll make you more flustered. Let's talk about the visuals. What?
Oh my gosh.
I
Oh my
personally
gosh.
really love, I said it in the video, I love co-ed dancing. I just feel like there isn't enough of it. And especially in a song like this, that's so, I'm sorry, the word of the day is sensual.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing men and women. They're doing the exact same dance. It's hot AF for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just about mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you just need a certain swag to pull it off. And boy, do they. It
Mm-hmm.
is. And I also have to say, excluding maybe the night scene, which if you think about it, even today, this would apply. I kind of liked how it was in the future, but the future's not beautiful. The future's still kind of a dirty mess, like we're
Kind of
living in
grim.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Grim's not the word I would use, but it seemed more realistic. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when people, like, for example, our town, people show all these shots of LA and you're like, that's 2 blocks. That's not
Yeah.
what most of LA looks like.
No.
Like, even in the future, let's be real, there's going to be a lot of suburbia that's maybe a little more beat up.
Yeah.
Not everything is the wealthy fanciness.
Mm-hmm.
And even with the skyscrapers lit up at night, you're like, this is an idea of a mood. It's not reality, maybe. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I really like the fact that I appreciate it when people show the future and it's not this glorious, beautiful, shining thing. Because let's
Mm-hmm.
be real, it's not going to be for all of us.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at
It's
you.
felt very down to earth in a
Yeah.
weird way.
Yeah. The video, like okay, first off, like his snarling and stuff like that, like please. Like his facial expressions. Oh my gosh, like the
You can
mastery of
tell all the
that.
experience he has because he looks straight into the camera, straight into your soul, and snarls at you. And you're like, ugh.
Yeah, yeah, you're like, oh my gosh, stop looking at me. You're making me flustered, yo.
I
But
1000% thought he was singing the song just to me, and I bet you did too. And that is
yes.
just amazing showmanship.
Yeah, yeah, that alone is like, I feel like it's a huge deal, because you're connecting as if you're there in person,
Yeah.
and that's really, really awesome. And not many people could do
Yeah.
that. Sorry.
It's hard to reach through a 2-dimensional space and make you
Hmm.
feel like you're the only person in his world.
Yeah.
But he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then once he captures you, you can't take your eyes off him.
Oh no.
So
Oh
all the
no.
dancing, all this other stuff. Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, I love that there's co-ed dancers. Yeah, I only noticed for 2 seconds. And then I was like, what does Kai want me to look at? I think it's Kai. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he commands your attention, he commands your focus. And after he makes that initial connection to you,
Hmm.
he can have like, they can pull back. It doesn't have to be close ups. They can pull back. You can see his whole body dancing, and he knows you're looking at me,
Yeah.
looking at this.
Yeah. And I don't think XLL knows like well very well after today, you know, like yeah, we talk about this about co-ed dancing, which is like really important, I feel like. Because it's kind of the real world, right? Like
Yes.
yeah, you're gonna see someone the opposite sex, you know, and it's actually pretty nice to see, especially Kai being a soloist too, you know, dancing with women, you
Because
know.
we've seen him dancing with dudes for what, 10 years now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
So
agree with you. It's very it's refreshing because like you said, hello, we make up 51% of the population. We're around.
so it's rather nice, and just a little bit because again, you know, like I am going, you know, everyone knows by now, you know, that I'm back into the K-pop scene. And so when I first started, it was like a lot of SM, well, back in the day, my famous line, back in the day, they started with SM Town, you know, that's
Get
the
ready, guys. She
I
walks
know.
uphill to school both ways in the snow. Get ready for it. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, before it was Awesome Entertainment, y'all. It was Awesome Town, okay? So, but yes, so when I started off listening to K-pop, when it was not popular, when I was the weird person, odd man woman,
When you couldn't
oh,
just buy it in a store, right? Didn't you have to like order it from overseas?
oh yeah, I ordered it from Yes Asia, which is like I had to like I wasn't even sure if that was like, you know, a
You just
legit
sent your
place.
money in an envelope
Like
and
in a
hoped that you would get an album in 6 months.
so some sort of vortex, you know? But yeah, and so going back like so I listened to like a lot of the Assam Town artists, you know, in first gen and stuff like that, which includes like Boa and of course Shinwan was part of them at the time, and SES. And so now that like I'm back, you know, now and we're listening to more SM entertainment artists, like Shiny and Key, like we've both been listening to Key, and what's really cool is that like we also noticed that in Taemin too, like there are female vocalists featured on a lot of their
Yep.
tracks,
And
which is
female
really cool.
dancers in all
Hmm.
their videos, pretty much.
Yeah, so I feel like SM Entertainment like wants to incorporate that, which is like
Mm.
really cool, you know, like
Yeah.
from our observations so far. I mean, like we're still diving into like the SM Entertainment world,
Mhm.
but this is like just an observation from just me, you know, going back into it and be like, oh, this is really cool, you know?
Yeah. And from a Western point of view, for a long time, unfortunately, in the West, there's been a lot of, let's call them video vixens,
Hmm.
where, you know, you're basically just there for the male gaze. You're
Yeah.
overtly sexualized. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, do it, girl, because they're doing it for themselves.
Hmm.
But, you know, when it's Jay-Z with 100 girls on a yacht in string bikinis, that's not for them, that's for him.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that all these dancers are just like good dancers. It's nothing beyond that. I just find that really like awesome.
Yeah, they're not overly sexualized. They're
Yeah.
not wearing like stuff that is like,
They're not trying to be dudes, but
yeah,
they're also,
they're
yeah, it's
they're
not about being video vixen is a totally different thing.
they're adding to the performance, like
Yeah.
enhancing it, you know? Like
Oh,
it's, I
that's
mean,
the word.
it's
Enhancing, girl.
yes. So, I mean, Kai, we all know that he is such a wonderful dancer, But it's like once you start adding those, the backup dancers or all the dancers, I mean, he just looks like a flower, and it looks absolutely gorgeous.
You're right. They're like the leaves and stems supporting him, but he is the gorgeous like
Mm-hmm.
color in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away from him at all. It just enhances what he's doing.
Yeah, and so like seeing videos like this, like I feel like the hope is like in the, more in the future that not just SM Entertainment, but other agencies as well would push, for this integration of different sexes or genders, because it brings a different vibe to it, and
There's
it
a
brings,
universality to it.
yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
I feel like I connect better to someone's solo work when it's both genders, when it's multi, like the more different facets I can see, the easier it is to relate because
Yeah.
there's going to be something for everyone.
Yeah. So, I mean, kudos. I love it.
Right? I also noticed this set it came out. I mean, back us up, guys, but it feels like Korean music videos put a timestamp on there that's actually like 2 weeks ahead of when it actually comes out. But it still said November 2020. So if you think about this, we are 6 months into the pandemic.
Yeah.
We've been told it'll be over and it's not.
Hmm.
And then think about it, you're at home, you're an XOL, and you get this gift.
Yeah.
It must have been really, really exciting and cool. And again, I know I've said it a million times, but the intimacy of this, how he looks at you, how he sings,
Hmm.
it must have been such a comfort
Yeah.
to feel like he's right there with you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just to put it in like a time period perspective, I'm sure this was probably a very necessary thing for fans. And I love that he put it out when they needed him most, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely. Yeah, I mean, like you said, I'm sure it's like very, very comforting for
Mhm.
all the XLLs too. And plus with the anticipation, like years and
Yes.
years later,
There's something to look forward to. We were all dying for something to look forward to. So something
Yeah.
like this must have been, just such a gift.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that long ago where everything was put on pause
Yeah.
and like,
This is 2 years ago, guys. Come
like
on. Like,
like you couldn't even see new episodes of anything. It was just
yeah.
reruns and
Mhm,
stuff like
mhm.
that. So you're absolutely right. This is like a truly like a gift. And
So then on that level, there's like the song as itself, the video as itself, and then there's that level too, which
yeah,
maybe people won't understand in 10 years, but
yeah,
we can still understand it right now.
yeah. And the hoops and stuff like that, just even doing this as well during the pandemic,
Yeah.
because the uncertainty, at the time too, like,
Every month we were like, it'll be over next month.
yeah,
It'll
like,
be over next month.
yeah, and
2 years later, we're like, is it over?
yeah, seriously. But yeah, like the uncertainty, and it's like, well, it's like another added layer to like release a video like this, right? Because it's like, okay, everyone has to get tested, for COVID, and stuff like that, or,
And this video is
just,
like
oh,
soothing.
yeah,
It's in a weird way, as much as it's sensual, it's also like a warm blanket wrapped around you.
yeah,
Like all the Mmmh, I mean, that's a comforting thing. That's what your mom does when you're a baby. You know what I mean?
hmm
Like, even though it's sexy because it's Kai, there's also like a very like basic, you kind of can revert back to like being a child. You hear that noise and you feel better, you know?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I
So,
don't know. There's just a lot of layers here, guys. A
yeah.
lot of layers.
This is like an onion. It has
Yes.
so many layers.
Yeah.
So, and we
And I
appreciate
can still
that.
appreciate it now without all that, but thinking about it, I'm like, whoa, mind blown.
Yeah, yeah. So, ugh, great, great, great debut track.
I think Tammy's 1000% in.
Yeah, definitely, definitely great to listen at night
Mhm,
for
mhm.
sure. But I'll
I'm
also
pretty
listen
sure
during
this
the
is going to be
day.
in heavy rotation for both of us leading up to camp and probably after.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Sorry.
girl, already there.
Already there. Mm-hmm.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I can't even hear you say that without thinking of this. Wow. Mission accomplished, Kai. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, this is such a great song. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot.
Agreed. I'm really looking forward to listening to the rest of the album.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Especially listening to the sampler too, which is like,
Yeah,
oh,
it got me really excited. I mean, it was so epic and gorgeous. Like, how could
yeah.
you not be like, yay?
Yeah, I felt that coming in before watching these videos, we were already excited about listening to Kai's mini
Mhm.
album, you
Just from
know?
the guides, we can see how
Yeah.
talented he is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and quite honestly, we were just really excited. And I feel like after watching these videos, it's like, oh my gosh, we're really excited, you
we were
know?
right to be excited. Like, it's not going to disappoint.
Yeah. So if y'all see me post an Insta story about what I'm listening to, which I normally do like once every 2 days, don't be shocked.
But you'll have her fan that time.
I'll definitely have my fan.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I only had my phalanges to help me. So
Lord.
oh boy. I'm losing it now. Okay, on that note, you guys, thank you so much for watching with us. We really enjoyed watching all of these different videos, the sampler, the behind the scenes discussion, the reaction video. Oh my gosh, and the live performance, like what? Ugh. So, yeah, so thank you again, La Musique Fun, for sending us this wonderful playlist. Like, we felt like we learned a lot. And
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
it really did. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, we learned a ton. So it makes us, again, really excited. So,
And that is the goal, guys. Get
yes.
excited about camp.
Yes. So, if you guys like this video, you guys please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that, again, we continue on with all of this EXO stuff. But anyways, we are LaChiMoLaLa.
LaChiMoLaLa.
And we will see you guys for part 2 because we have some more for
To
you guys.
get to.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, sorry. Bye.
안녕.